The situation is completely insane. In the near future, Shiba Inu could truly eliminate all zeros. The Shiba Inu team disclosed a significant piece of information. All of that changed that day. It was completely unexpected. At this moment, analysts are releasing their latest signals. Nevertheless, what exactly is taking place? And why am I getting worked up over this? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. Just recently, Shiba Inu has finally broken free from its downward pattern and is displaying actual power. This comes after what seemed like an interminable fight for the breed. The price did not fall as sharply as it had in the days before. Rather, it remained stable and even increased by 2%. Confidence is beginning to return, and the momentum is beginning to alter. As time went on, it seemed as if Shiba Inu was unable to catch a break, as their weight continued to decrease gradually each day. However, something has changed over the course of the last several days. The selling pressure began to lessen, and rather of experiencing another decline, Shiba Inu began to go upward. That is just what owners have been looking for, indications that the worst may be behind them and that better times may be upon them in the future. In the grand scheme of things, Shiba Inu has reached a state of stability, which is a significant achievement. This sort of pricing movement not only is a source of comfort for the community, but it also indicates that the marketplace is beginning to reach its equilibrium. The uncertainty is decreasing, and traders who were previously cautious are now feeling a great deal more at ease when it comes to making their business decisions. This is not only a little bounce. Rather, it is a change of attitude, and it has the potential to be the beginning of something much more significant. To add insult to injury, major players are on the verge of making their move. This is a significant development for Shiba Inu since the whales have at long last returned. Over the last several months, there has been a discernible change in the manner in which investors approach Shiba Inu. Long-term holders, who often remain steadfast and wait for significant shifts in the market, are making their appearance once again. On-chain data suggests that the number of addresses that have been holding Shiba Inu for more than a year has dramatically increased. It is not simply a random statistic, that is for sure. It is a clear indication that confidence is slowly but surely returning, and as a result, astute investors are preparing themselves for what may be the next major wave. A crucial pattern is also being formed on the charts by Shiba Inu, which is something that traders are keeping a careful eye on. If it is able to get beyond a major resistance level, it has the potential to set off a powerful response, which would entirely reverse the previous downward trend. This type of arrangement is not something that occurs by chance. In many cases, it is an indication that something significant is about to take place. The reality that whales are once again accumulating is a significant message, despite the fact that the short-term price movement is still experiencing its ups and downs. This demonstrates a renewed conviction in the Shiba Inu's potential in the long run. There is a possibility that we are looking at a location if this consistent buildup continues. The Shiba Inu is laying the groundwork for what has the potential to be an amazing breakthrough. However, hold on, there is something much more significant taking on today that you will most certainly be interested in learning about. Kusama and the Shiba Inu crew are making a significant advance towards something enormous, which will eliminate all of the zeros that are associated with the price of the Shiba Inu. That is correct, there are no zeros left in the sentence. It's possible that this will completely alter the structure of the ecosystem. Do you want to hear more? Continue watching because I will explain everything in more detail later on in the video. But first, are you aware of this? Even though the market has been moving at a snail's pace recently, there are still billions of Shiba Inu coins resting comfortably in profit. A staggering 123 trillion Shiba Inu coins continue to generate profits to this day, despite the ups and downs that have occurred. This demonstrates that a significant number of investors are still in the positive, since it constitutes a significant portion of the entire supply. In point of fact, The entire worth of these lucrative tokens is well over $1 billion, which is a testament to the fact that investors continue to have faith in Shiba Inu, despite the general uncertainty that exists in the market. Currently, there has been a little decrease in the amount of trading activity on account of the fact that some investors are opting to wait for the appropriate time to make their subsequent move. On the other hand, data that is stored on the blockchain reveals that a sizable proportion of Shiba Inu coins are now experiencing a loss. More than 827 trillion coins were purchased at a price that was greater than what we are witnessing now, which resulted in their using the money to purchase tokens. However, here is where things become interesting. A further 34 trillion coins are now resting at a price that is very close to their initial purchase price, which indicates that they have the potential to quickly turn a profit if the market does the right thing. An intriguing image emerges as a result of all of this. Despite the fact that there is some reluctance in the market, a significant quantity of Shiba Inu continues to be lucrative. The fact that a significant number of holders are still hanging on to their tokens demonstrates that their faith in the token's potential for long-term use has not diminished. On account of the increasing accumulation of whales and the possibility of a breakout on the horizon, it is possible that Shiba Inu is getting ready to make its next significant move, and now we get to the most insane portion. Do you remember when Kusama was promoting the concept of a Shiba Inu exchange-traded fund? Given that Ethereum's exchange-traded fund ETF has been granted approval, he made it quite apparent that Shiba Inu is now one step closer to bringing the Shiba Inu ETF a reality. This was already really significant news. For the time being, however, the Shiba Inu team is going to explain why it is necessary for this to take place. It has been shown by the team that Shiba Inu is an excellent candidate for an exchange-traded fund ETF. To begin with, it is one of the most prominent and well-known cryptocurrencies currently available on the market right now. In spite of the fact that it has had phenomenal development and is very well liked, no asset manager in the United States has yet to submit an application for a Shiba Inu exchange-traded fund ETF. A movement has been started among the community as a result of this. Moreover, the impetus to make it occur is more powerful than it has ever been. Lucy, the marketing lead for Shiba Inu, has been at the forefront of this, highlighting the specific reasons why an exchange-traded fund ETF makes sense. A Shiba Inu may be found anywhere. It is allowed to be exchanged across hundreds of various pairings and is listed on more than 100 different exchanges. Exactly this sort of availability and liquidity is what large financial institutions seek for when they are contemplating exchange-traded funds ETFs. On the other hand, it is not just about being simple to trade. It is an ecosystem that has been completely constructed, is decentralized, and is designed to endure. For conventional investors, particularly those of a more senior age who are looking for assets that can withstand the test of time, this is an essential consideration. In contrast to low-cap currencies, which are susceptible to manipulation, Shiba Inu is robust, durable, and much too large for any one organization to exert sufficient influence over. At this point, things are about to take a turn for the better. A Shiba Inu exchange-traded fund ETF might completely alter the landscape of the market. This is the type of breakthrough that has the potential to drive the cost to new heights, making zeros obsolete and bringing about a total transformation of the environment. We are talking about genuine, life-altering benefits for individuals who are able to maintain their resolve. With authorities now acknowledging that meme tokens are not securities, the odds of acceptance are looking greater than they have ever been before. The momentum is mounting. Right now, we are just getting started. The Shiba Inu breed is on the verge of achieving something really monumental, and when it does, people who had faith in it from the very beginning may find that their perseverance pays off in ways that they could never have anticipated. It is possible that this may occur sooner than anticipated. As one expert has said that when the Shiba Inu ETF is launched, we could see something really remarkable. In this discussion, we are discussing the possibility of deleting even more zeros from the pricing, which has the potential to completely alter the game. An established market analyst by the name of CryptoSat has pointed out that Shiba Inu is exhibiting significant indications of a reversal. According to them, Shiba Inu is approaching a significant breakout zone, and if momentum accelerates, we may see a significant rally in the near future. What is occurring in the charts at this very now is something that often indicates a transition from a market that is struggling to one that is experiencing an incredible rally. This is when things start to become even more bizarre. In both the political and financial spheres, Shiba Inu are becoming more popular. There is even conjecture that it would become a component of Donald Trump's cryptocurrency reserves, which would be a significant boost to its legitimacy in the mainstream. To add insult to injury, the Shiba Inu community is not only sitting around doing nothing. They have been making a concerted effort to bring about the ETF. The participation of major corporations such as BlackRock is being requested in order to make this a reality. As of right now, this is not only a dream. This is becoming into a movement. With the appropriate amount of encouragement, a Shiba Inu exchange-traded fund ETF has the potential to revolutionize everything. It would make the coin more accessible to conventional investors and initiate an entire new era of demand. To put it another way, when it occurs, let's just say that the early believers could be in for something that will completely transform their lives. However, as one considers the future, it is becoming more apparent. A significant accomplishment is on the horizon for Shiba Inu. This is not only a passing fad or a passing phenomenon. In the realm of cryptocurrencies, it is a movement that is becoming an increasingly powerful force. Lucy, the chief marketer for Shiba Inu, captured the situation brilliantly. Cryptos that are available to the public. It is as simple as it gets to buy, sell, and trade without any complications. Is Shiba Inu a viable investment for an exchange-traded fund? In a word, yes. What about conventional investors, who often stick to equities and blue-chip assets? Would they truly contemplate investing in something that began as a meme? Because the Shiba Inu is no longer only a meme, the answer is yes. In addition to being constructed to endure, it is decentralized and supported by a robust community. A Shiba Inu exchange-traded fund ETF is being advocated for by a large number of individuals for this same reason. It has all that is necessary for it to be taken carefully. A large number of financial institutions are looking for a number of different elements, including the availability, the liquidity, and the robust base of holders. In addition, once it takes place, if Shiba Inu receives that recognition, things can alter in a manner that we have never anticipated before. When it was first introduced, Shiba Inu was only a fun experiment. Nevertheless, it is now demonstrating to the globe that it has a place in the future of banking. Also, if this exchange-traded fund ETF becomes a reality, we could just see the creation of history. However, what are your thoughts on this matter? Leave a comment down below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up, to see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.